In one of my other videos that had to, one of the videos on calling Thomas, you know, the one that spaceships are coming to save us, and this one person, which I won't call him out, but you can go on one of these videos and check out the conversation. It's the same old. They are getting messages telepathically, and it's like, first you got to understand what telepathy is. Give me the definition of what telepathy is. You're getting messages. You can read other people's minds. If you know telepathy, read my mind and tell me what's in my mind. Otherwise, you ain't got no telepathy going on. You know, you are listening out of fear to what it is. You know, you're just listening to somebody else's story, and there is no real telepathy. When you are dealing with a lot of fear, you'll hear whatever story you want to hear. I've made many videos on this before. We all hear voices in our heads. It's the I that we listen to. And that I, it tells you the difference between right and wrong. It gives you good information or bad information. So when this person is saying they're using telepathy, well, we all got telepathy. We're all listening to ourselves. You know, telepathy actually means you're listening to other people. You can read what other people mean. I can telepathically see what it is you're trying to say. So this person doesn't have it yet. They're only listening to their own intuition, and they can't distinguish the difference yet. Because if you can read other people's minds, you'd be able to read my mind just as equally as you can read some alien's mind or the Federation of Light. You know, it's such a big con. Basically, I've called this person out that she's dealing with a lack of love, and she's like, well, how am I, you know, not loving? And it's like, because you put all your faith into something else other than yourself. You're listening to somebody else is going to save you, and that ain't the game. When you've got your eye and you are listening to the perfect path for yourself, you are saving yourself, not an alien, you know. But as long as, you know, what is the when are you right to listen to your own intuition? It's when you have zero fear. But for you to go and think that there's an alien, I mean, just the story that you're telling is scary. Which tells me you're in fear, and you need to be saved. Something out there needs to save you. So that's why I know you were lacking love, is because of the level of fear you've got. And the level of fear you got is by the stories you're telling. That, oh, something really, really horrible is happening, and there's aliens out there that are going to save you. That tells me right away, just the story you tell me is a scary friggin' story. If I was you, I'd be scared too. You know, but while you look at the information field with that level of fear, you're always, always, always going to be guided down the wrong path, because you're based out of fear. That is why you got to really understand what love is and get yourself peaceful and loving and zero fear, while asking, you know, what is it I'm supposed to do next? And this person that's believing in aliens hasn't got that yet. They don't know what love is. They haven't healed their hearts up yet. You know, like, very, very few of us have, because if you have, you would have zero fear. There is no fear when you go and say, okay, what's the next direction I'm supposed to be doing? What is the answers to, you know, the challenges that are going on? You know, if you have zero fear, and you know you are your own answer, then you'll get really good information. But as long as you know, start looking at it as, oh my God, please save me, a lot of shit is really, really wrong, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Out of fear, you're going to get an answer. And then there's that evil little voice that's going to say, oh, I'll save you. You want somebody to save you? I'll save you. And then, the universe will show up with some kind of story that's going to confirm, hey, yeah, there's an alien, they'll save you. Oh, there's Colleen Thomas, she'll save you. Oh, there's a massive amount of spaceships behind that moon, they'll save you. You know, because what? You're asking the universe for somebody to save you. You haven't looked at yourself to save yourself, because if you did, then you are expanding your fullest potential. You are your own savior, nobody else. Yes, we act together. We act like a flock of birds. One builds up each other. It is my job to build up you to be the best you that you can be. I ain't about to build you up to think that some aliens out there to save you. I would only build you up to look at yourself and how yourself can save yourself. Not me saving you, but you saving you. Otherwise, you are lacking a lot of love for yourself to think yourself doesn't have the power to save yourself. So that's where I think you're lacking love. Is if you don't even trust in yourself to save yourself, there's a lack of love. We are all born with massive power, more power than you can ever imagine possible. And that's what we need to develop, is our own personal power, our own personal full potential self. Not mine. You aren't supposed to be who I want you to be. You need to be who you want to be for yourself. But it's really, really tricky to find that loving peace. That's why I'm kind of really against meditation, but in a way I am supporting it. It wouldn't be about just, close your mind up into being nothing. Because if you don't know where your heart is, if you don't even know how badly harmed your heart is, and you meditate, you're going to meditate on that broken heart. So that's why I don't meditate. I at least have the universe working so well for me that it won't let me. My mind won't stop thinking. But the best way that I find meditating is replacing one repetitive thought with something else. That's why I use this bottled water. It helps control my thoughts instead of directs my thoughts in uncontrollable areas. It deals with, it's always going to be twofold. You've got to look at the positive direction you want to go into, but you also have to recognize there's a problem that needs to be transformed into a solution. You cannot ignore evil. You gotta face the bear. You gotta face evil and say, what the hell do you want, evil? Because evil is inside all of us. And you got to transform the evil inside you into the goodness, the godness of you. So it is twofold. You got to kind of look at, okay, what is the goal I want to get to? What is the positive direction? You got to have that, because you're lacking in it. That the whole universe is telling you you're lacking in potential. So you do have to meditate on having the potential. At the same time, you got to face the bear. You got to face evil. That is one thing we have never, ever, ever done, is decided to confront evil. What the hell do you want? And transform it. And that's why I've been using this bottled water concept. Every day it gets better. You're not going to drink it. Magically, it's all going to go away. It's a process. It took us thousands and thousands and thousands of years to get this brainwashed, to undo all of that programming and reprogram yourself, and to learn how it's done will take some time. That's why I can sort of see the timeline that it took me to get to where I am. I can see the timeline that it would take a whole friggin' planet to get it. I know that it's faster the more people do it. If you're the only one doing it and nobody else in the universe knows it, it's going to take a lot longer. But the faster people could know it, the faster everybody's influenced by it, the faster everybody else is encouraging instead of discouraging each other, the faster the whole process works. So, I think now that Dave has been, healing me, I've been building him up, he's been helping me out, which is the way it needs to go. We're building each other up. And now I think I might be able to meditate a little better, which is where we need to go. Through when you are healed, it's like this intention experiment. Really, 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 really dangerous shit, because they all are like meditating on a specific intention, And they're actually creating what's inside their hearts. And it's like, heal your heart first before you start putting out any intentions. You have no idea the level of damage you're doing in the name of good intentions. It's like, get yourself right first. And that's going to take some time. And you at least have to have some gauge to know when you're there yet. Believing in somebody else is never, it's always going to be a sign that you haven't accessed your full potential yet. I'm almost there. And I'm nowhere near the level that Dave has. Dave is really, really, truly amazing. And Dave is still in process. He still is practicing. He still is experimenting to see if, am I there yet? Am I there yet? But that's where we're going to be, is we need more people to help build this up, because the stronger we are, I mean, basically, it's like if you save yourself, then we've got, if everybody on the globe saved themselves, then you've got everybody on the globe working on solutions. Right now, every one of us are just looking for somebody else to save us. We're experiencing the problem. We're doing nothing but complaining about all of the problems, and yet 0 people are actually working on the solutions. So that means globally, everybody's creating problems. But if we all stopped back and said, okay, let's focus on the solutions. If everybody did that for themselves, we got a whole entire globe working on solutions. So that's all we need to do. So there you go, to the people that are still believing in aliens. If you're believing in an outside source, you're a sitting duck waiting to be shot. And as you want to say, most of the globe is going to be wiped out. Trust without a doubt, you're going to be one of them, because you're a sitting duck waiting to be, hey, take me away. You know, like, I ain't doing nothing to save myself, so go ahead, shoot me. Would love to teach you, but you're brainwashed into seeing anything different. I mean, this one girl said, I mean, her rules to sanity is nothing but insanity. She said that she's going to talk with the Federation of Light, and soon there'll be spaceships above my house that I'll be able to see, so that they'll confirm that they're real. And if they don't show up, then that's the sign that I should trust without a doubt that I'm listening to negative forces. So let's just see. There's absolutely no way that she has set herself up to possibly being wrong. You know, that either spaceships are going to show up and confirm, but if they don't show up, that means that they're there. Like, come on, you got to get it right. Like, if they show up, that means they are there. If they don't show up, that means they're not there. But she has set it up that if they don't show up, that means I'm listening to negative forces. And spaceships are real, because they didn't show up. There's zero logic when you want to talk about aliens. Like, you're trapping yourself into your own freaking insanity, because none of it makes any sense. You know, you can talk telepathically, but not with me. You know, if you are telepathic, you can read what's in my mind. How come you can't do that? Like, come on, wake up. Some of these stories are so friggin' far-fetched. You're sitting ducks. But if that's your purpose in life, I support you. There's martyrs everywhere that teach us about life, and they all must die. I personally want y'all to live, but if your path is to die for the greater good, you are making your own choice to die for the greater good, just to prove what's right and what's wrong. And if you need to die just to say aliens was a big, huge scam, then lay your life down just to prove aliens are a big, huge scam. Peace out.